why do you think people, especially those who are fearful to undergo the testing, that they should do it?
Well, I think we need to really push the messaging that HIV is a big problem, not just for the LGBTQ community, but for everyone. And not just here in the Philippines, but globally. And we have reached a point now that we need to collectively have an action against it, because otherwise it's just going to keep affecting and taking more lives, and we can't afford for that to happen. To this day, as of September or October, nasa 100,000 active cases of HIV at the moment in the Philippines. And even though that's a scary number, it also is indicating that a lot of people are now aware of their status. They've gotten tested. So we just really want to push na getting tested for HIV isn't a reactive measure, although it can be, but we're encouraging people to make it a part of their health routine so that they can really care for themselves, love themselves, to book themselves to get tested every couple of months, just so that they can take the power into their own hands over their health. And then from there are teams and organizations like Love Yourself that will really guide them through the process, because we know how scary it can be. Because there is a lot of fear surrounding the topic, there is a lot of stigma. And unfortunately, it's there. But we don't want it to be the wall that stands between someone accessing healthcare that could save their life or not. Because these people are so precious, we don't want to lose them. We don't want to lose another friend, we don't want to lose another colleague, we don't want to lose another family member. So the great thing is that now, today, we have all the tools that we need to overcome HIV. So that's why the campaign that we're pushing is called You Equals You, meaning if you are currently getting your testing done, you're also taking the appropriate medications like pre-exposure prophylaxis, and your viral load becomes undetectable, meaning it becomes low enough that it's undetectable, then it becomes untransmittable, meaning you cannot pass it on to another person, you can have partners, you can live your life to the fullest and not have any holds on yourself. You don't have to live with a fear because you are taking those steps to be proactive about your health, and therefore you can go and live your life. So You Equals You. That's the campaign and the messaging we really want to share to everyone, and the messaging that we all need to be aware of, because it's not just for the community to be aware of. It's for you and I and everyone to be aware of.
The way I see it, one of the factors that hinders people from getting tested is the stigma.
Yes.
What is your take on how people or the entire community should help people eradicate that stigma?
We need to start talking about it more, because I feel like stigma thrives in places of silence, and also educate each other. I think it would really help if the disseminations of educational programs, especially in schools and workplaces that surround sexual health as well, would be very beneficial to us as a community, because even if we're not brave enough to have the conversations with our barcadas or at our families, at least we're sourcing the information somewhere, perhaps in a workplace or in a school. And also, if you witness discrimination happening, whether in a comment of someone at your workplace or maybe at a family gathering, there's something that's said, you can really have the opportunity to educate that person or to call them out in a kind and respectful way. Because sometimes people just aren't aware of the effect that their words have. And also, we can push with legislation like the SOGI bill that really puts it into law that discrimination has bounds or shouldn't be tolerated in the workplace or in the community.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.